Alright, let's look at the homework 1.5, 1.6, problem number 1. Alright, so let's solve this first order linear equation. Alright, since I would like to have 1 in front of dy over dx, I'm going to divide through by quantity x squared plus 4. Right? So we'll have dy over dx, and then we're going to divide through by 3x, so 3x over x squared plus 4, right? Y is equal to, right, x over x squared plus 4, right? So let's identify p of x and the q of x. So in this case, in front of expression in front of y, so this is our p of x, and then the right hand side is q of x, right? Right. So let's find the integrating factor. Right, so integrating factor would be, so it's going to be rho is of x is equal to e to the integral of, let's see, 3x over, so 3x. I'm going to actually bring 3 outside. Then you have x over x squared plus 4 dx. Right? So I'm going to use this trick here. If you have an integral of g prime of x over g of x dx, this is going to be natural log of absolute value of the denominator, g of x, plus some constant c. Right? So if you look at the x squared plus 4 as g of x, its derivative is 2x. So we have x, we don't have 2. So I'm going to just multiply by 2 and divide by 2. Oh, actually, I have to put 2. Right? Right, that way we have, so this is going to be equal to e to the 3/2 times, this is going to be natural log of, we don't really need absolute value in this case, and when you look for the integrating factor, you don't need to put absolute value. In this case, absolute value really doesn't matter because this x squared plus 4 is really never negative, right? So one thing we can do is 3/2 in front, we can place it as a power up here. Then we can cancel e to the natural log. They are inverses of each other, so they cancel each other out. Then you end up getting a quantity x squared plus 4 raise it to the 3/2 power. Right? So we got that. All right, so y is going to be equal to, so y is equal to, right, 1 over, so reciprocal of that, right, 1 over rho. So I'm going to simply write it as a quantity x squared plus 4 raise it to the negative 3/2 power. Then we need to integrate. Q of x is x over, right, x squared plus 4, right? Then multiply by rho, which is quantity x squared plus 4, raise it to the 3/2 power with respect to x. Right? Then we can cancel out x squared plus 4 here. This is 1, and it's 2/3, so you scratch that, and then I'm going to put the 1/2 because one of the factor cancel out. All right, so we have that. Then we just have to integrate that. Right? So we can either use general power rule. In this case, general power is pretty easy. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that, or you can use a substitution. right? So you have quantity x squared plus 4 to the negative 3/2 power. Then here, I'm going to write this integral this way. So you have x squared plus 4 to the 1/2 power, right? Then multiply by, right? So derivative of this x squared plus 4 is 2x. So I'm going to actually put 2x. So I multiply by 2. But I'm going to have to divide by 2. So I'm going to have to 1 over 2 in front. And dx, right? Right, then we can find the antiderivative here. So this is going to be equal to, right, x squared plus 4 to the negative 3/2 power, right? Then I have 1/2, so I'm going to put, let's see, I'm going to put 1/2 right here. Right, so antiderivative of this is, this is just a power rule, general power rule. So you have x squared plus 4. I add 1 to the power, so it's going to be 3/2 power. Right, then divided by 3/2. Right, and then plus some constant c. Right. So let's do a little bit of cancellations here. So it's a 2 here. Oops, 2 is up here. So, and there's a 2 on the bottom. You can cancel that. So you have a 1/3. So if you clean it up, so I'm going to go up here since there's no room here. All right. All right, we're going to get the, so y is equal to x squared plus 4 to the negative 3/2 power. Right, then you have a 1/3. Okay, so I'm gonna let's see, pull out the 1/3 out here. Right, then actually I have to pull out the 1/3 from here. So it's going to be, let's see, I'm gonna call this C1. And if you pull out the 1/3, I have to write the 3 times the C1. But since it's just a constant, I'm gonna put C instead. So you have x squared plus 4 3/2 plus, instead of a 3c1, I'm going to put just a c, right? Because it's a constant. It really doesn't matter. Right? Then you end up getting this. So I'm going to, since I want to get this format, so I'm going to distribute this factor to both of these terms. Right? So we're going to get y is equal to, right? So you have a 1/3. Right? So this times that, it's a reciprocal of each other. You get 1 plus, you get the c times x squared plus 4 to the negative 3/2 power. Right? So we're almost there. Right? Then we can use this initial value condition to find the unknown c there. So let's do that. Right? So it's going to be, let's see, y of 0 is equal to 1/3 1 plus, right? So if you put 0, so 4 to the let's see, 3/2 power will be 2 cubed, so 8. With the negative power, so it's going to 1 over 8. So it's going to be c over 8. Right? So this is going to be equal to 1. Right? So we can find c by, first multiply both sides by 3. So you have 1 plus c over 8 is equal to 3. Right? Then we can, let's see, subtract 1 from both sides. C over 8 is equal to 2. Then you can multiply through by 8. C is equal to 16. Right? So therefore, we have y is equal to 1/3 and 1 plus, right? C came out to be 16. And quantity x squared plus 4 raised it to the 3/2 power. right? And I think that's what we have here, right? That's it. I hope that this was clear.